We're back, Åsa Annerstedt and Anders Svärd in the studio on ÖTILLÖ, and we have some teams that has already passed the norra Runmarö and are sprinting towards the Redbull prize.
And they're moving very fast. We had the first team up at North Runmarö almost 7 or 8 minutes faster than last year. And it was Team Nybroviken Rib, the swimmers that were the first team up. And second and third team on Runmarö is Team Livskvalitet by ICA Hagsätra, last year's winners.
And they are running fast.
And 10 seconds after Magnus and Lelle is Björn Englund and Paul Kroschak.
It's not even 10 seconds. It's only, like you can see on the leaderboard here, it's only like 1 second. So between second and third team, they're just neck and neck.
And then going very fast. It's almost 7 or 8 minutes faster than last year for all those teams.
And we have your team up there, redovisning with Antti Antonov and Marcus Hultgren that you warned for, and Kolting is actually dropping down 1 position, and Enervit is moving up in the field as they should, but there are some time gaps already. I didn't think it was going to be quite this big, though. I thought maybe they will all be within 5 minutes. The top 5 would be within 5 minutes.
And I think we have pictures from Cut-Off 1, the Redbull Sprint Prize, and we are going to listen to our man on the ground, Joje Borssén.
Runmarö, this is the Redbull Sprint Prize. We have had approximately 7 Ks of running. When they get here, they will be here in 45 minutes or maybe half an hour. They have had probably around 3 Ks of swimming. And what the teams will get here is energy, of course, from Red Bull. They will have bananas, cinnamon buns. There will be Enervit's energy gel, and of course Enervit's energy drink. And this is a nice setup here. When they get to this energy station, they can refill, recharge, and get a little energy boost out of this. And there will be people here cheering them on, and hopefully we will have a small chat with some of the teams. Of course, in the front there's going to be some speed involved. They're just going to grab some buns and bananas and then swallow it right away and then get going. In the middle of the pack it's going to take some more time. They're probably going to fill some bottles, they're probably going to fill some camelbacks, and they probably will take a couple of minutes in this energy station to refill. But I think we'll get things started here, and probably hopefully we'll have a chat also with some organization staff here when we get going. So we're here at the Red Bull Sprint Prize, and the teams will be here in half an hour. Can I leave the word to you in the studio right away? No?
Okay, keep out the studio. Så går vi in till Mikael Emme sen.
We will be back with Joje Borssén very soon, in soon future.
As Joje said, this is the first energy station with more than water and sport drink, and we will see that the first team just will run through.
Yes,
especially now when it's real racing, this 8th edition of ÖTILLÖ. I think
they have to drink
record.
A little bit.
Yes, but they will just grab it and go.
Yes,
I think.
probably. They don't have anything to refill. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't carry a camelback or a water bottle, bladder, or something like that.
So I think they will just throw it down and
then
go
keep on moving.
Yes.
And then the Lelles lag. Can we få leaderboard, please? Just so we can see. We can see that ICA Hagsätra, the second team, will probably chase even harder, I think.
Yeah.
Because they were a little bit behind after the swimming, and I think they are picking it up now on the run. and team head swimming as well with Björn. There we don't really know how Paul is on a long distance. We know that he will be just fine in 3 and 4 hours.
Yeah.
The Canadian guy, but then we don't know what will happen after those 4 hours.
He runs a marathon in 2:32, so he's very good runner.
Yes.
On shorter distance, if you can say marathon is a short distance, but so it will be very interesting to see how Björn and Paul will make it. They were the winners of a shorter swimrun competition in south of Sweden, which is called Kustjagaren. And now they will go for the victory here.
Yes.
And I think we will speak to Jojje Borssén again.
Yes, and I think that he has Mikael Lemmel, one of the race directors, with him down at the Redbull Sprint Prize.
Mikael Lemmel, race director, ÖTILLÖ. Beautiful race day weather, right?
Yeah, it can't be better. I don't know if you've seen the pictures that we've put up this morning, but I mean, the light when the sun came up was unreal. And now this is perfect. Little overcast, good temperature, and no wind.
How do you feel about the race evolving at 1.5 hours into the race now?
Well, it's fantastic to see, some of the teams that think a little bit. Team Nybrovik and Rib that start the race barefoot and run to the shore and then swim two minutes ahead of everybody else. I think it's great. They're really putting a bit of pressure on everybody, like they did last year.
What do you see in the front? Do you think there will be changes, or do you think these 10 teams will stay as they are right now?
It's hard to say at the moment. I think there's going to be some changing around with the front teams, but it's going to be the same 9-10 teams that are going to be fighting it out there.
And here at the Redbull Sprint Prize, what will happen here?
Well, we're waiting for the first team to cross the line here. The first team here gets sort of like a sprint prize, and then everybody fuels up, and then they keep going south along Rundmarö.
And what kind of nature will they face around here?
Well, the beginning of this is a gravel road run, so it's pretty fast, pretty hard for the guys in the front. And then they come down onto Storan and ÖTILLÖ, where there's a little swim, and then there's a rough run until they get into the water again for a short swim over to Munke, where it's really tough.
And we also have a cut-off time here. What's that about?
At 9 a.m. we close the course here, so that we keep cutting off the back end of the race, basically, so that only we can focus on the teams that actually have a chance of finishing the race. So at 9:01 we close the course, and if anybody hasn't come here before then, we take them home.
And how many teams do you think will have to finish the day here at 9 o'clock?
Well, I hope none, because they shouldn't really be here if they get pulled out at 9:01. But you never know. Somebody might be sick. Somebody might have hurt themselves. So maybe 1 or 2 teams, but hopefully not more.
I saw a guy here on mountain bike, Björn. He's actually cycling across all the big islands.
Yeah, Björn is our Mats' brother and one of our old original racer teammates, and we've had a lot of great years together. And Björn helps us out. He's a fantastic bike rider, so he rides all the big islands to make sure that all the ribbons are in place and that the course looks good. So we just want to make sure that nobody's tampered with the course.
And all the teams still have maps in their in their equipment, right?
Yeah. Every team has a map in their equipment. Then I don't think there are that many teams that know how to read a map, but that's their problem. But it's part of the mandatory equipment to have the race map with them if by chance the ribbons have disappeared, or if they get lost, or whatever it is.
Okay, Mikael, thank you very much. I think you have plenty of things to do right now, and probably when do you think we will have the first teams here?
Well, I would say they will probably be here within the next 10 minutes. I would say we'll have the first teams, 7:40, something like that. I don't have much to do today. We have fantastic staff and they're doing everything. I just get to go around and watch the race, I hope.
You should be in a chopper.
No, it's better on the ground. Thanks.
Thank you, Michael. And over to you guys in the studio.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the 8th edition of ÖTILLÖ, and thanks to Joje and Michael Lemmel at the first sprint prize, Red Bull sprint prize. Right now we have 15 teams on the ground at Runmarö, and they're going fast to the first sprint prize at the west side of Runmarö. Yes, and we have been looking at the statistics from last year, and the top teams are 7 to 8 minutes faster than last year. So it's very fast, but it's a long day, and it's important right now, I think, to not go too fast.
No, and we know that Team Nybroviken was in lead last year as well, and then they finished third, but they had a little rough time at the end of the race, and I don't remember what position Lelle and Magnus had during this time, but I know that they are a strong finisher, so they won't stop until they get enough.
Yes. And Lelle and Magnus is last year's winners, and there has never been the same team with the same team members that has been winning twice.
No.
Jonas Kolting has been winning 3 times, and but with different partners.
Yes. There's never been an international team winning either, but there has been an American guy racing with Jonas Kolting, Gordo. He raced, but I think that he is the only one. Maybe in the mix that there have been a team from Finland.
Yes.
There might have been,
Yes.
but never in the men's race.
So right now we're waiting for the first team arriving at Red Bull Sprint Prize.
And we see here on the tracker that there's a lot of teams still struggling on the first couple of islands, where the top 10, 15 teams are actually coming away from the rest of them.
And on this big island, Runmarö, it's a 8.7k run, and most of this run is on gravel. And at the end of Runmarö, there will be more like trail running, single track, and then you go down to some shorter swims and real rough small islands.
Yes, there's an amazing environment to be racing in anyway. So I think that the teams that have that are a little further back, they will have a great day because they can see and they will meet people who are actually living on the islands that will be sharing them on and greeting them, and maybe even give them something to eat or to drink if they pass almost through their backyard. But for the top teams, they will probably just be racing really hard and maybe not look too much around them. But it is a terrific race, a terrific view.
Yes, the Swedish archipelago is quite unique in the world, and we see more and more international teams here. This year we have a team from 13 different countries on the start line, and ÖTILLÖ is it's wider known in the world. We had a French team here for I think 2 or 3 years, and that at that time there weren't so many international teams.
No, we also have a team from Romania, I think.
Yes.
Finland, Norway, and Sweden, of course. Someone from Denmark, I
Yes,
believe.
and we had
the German team.
The German team.
Number 46. We have to see how they are doing later on. It was pretty early in the race when Joya interviewed
One of them.
One of them, and they were kind of taken by it. It felt like he was a little stressed, but also a little tired, and it's pretty early already, so
Yes.
it's not even 8 o'clock.
And we take a look at the leaderboard again. Now we have
The sprint prize, and that will be Nybroviken, the great swimmers. And as you can see, they're taking it pretty slow here because they don't have any camelbacks, so they have to refill. They actually took their wetsuits down. It's a long run. It's about 8K.
yeah 8.7.
And
Yeah.
we actually here with the first team, Team Nybroviken, and the tactics is pretty clear, moving fast through the energy station. And second team is coming in right now, which is number 9, and that is Team Head Swimming with Björn and Paul. So the guys are just a couple of seconds behind, probably 30 seconds, 1 minute, and they are moving fast through the energy station and getting some gels in, getting some water, and giving the body some energy and moving out. Probably just 40 seconds after the first team. So team Head Swimming in second place and Team Nybroviken in first place. And Nybroviken Rib was actually leading the race 6 hours in last year and came in to a slightly disappointing third place last year, but they are leading this year. And now here we have number 1, last year's winner, which is Lennart Moberg and Magnus Olander, Team Livskvalitet by ICA Hagsätra, and also doing the tactics, moving fast through the station. And you can see they have some different setup than the first two teams here, taking some bananas with them, and Lele is keen on getting his partner on the way, and there they go. Probably 1 minute after the second team. Looking really smooth. The stride is long and light. That's the third team moving out from the energy station, and the Red Bull Sprint Prize here on Runmarö. Now they have a longer run, which is approximately 8K, 8.7 I think, to be exact, and so they probably have around 40 minutes of running now, moving on from here. And Red Bull, of course, cinnamon buns, bananas, energy, gels from Enervit, and water. And the first two teams have actually not stopped to fill any bottles. They just drink here and then they move on. So they don't fill up anything, they just drink and then move on. Should we get back to the studio now, or should we just keep on talking? Because we can go on and on and on. The Red Bull Sprint prize is a small prize. I think it's 5,000 kroners. Sorry, that was 2,500. So 2,500 in the pocket for Team Nybroviken Rib. That's of course a great achievement. And as I saw it, I saw the first mixed team was actually in 15th or 16th place. So it will be interesting to see how they come on here into this energy station. And that is of course the brother and sister team with Annika and Fredrik. That is, I can't see their number, probably around number 100. So here we are at Runmarö, 2 hours or approximately, 2 hours into the race. 1:45 maybe, and expecting the 4th team in men's category, because we haven't seen any women yet, and probably women will come a little bit later. We'll probably have the first mixed team before the first women's team come in. The 3rd team, and they've taken a little time here to team number 4. Probably have 5 minutes already this time of the race, so that's a good it's a good push in the front from the first 3 teams already here on Runmarö. And of course a gravel road, as Mick explained it, gravel road running makes the kilometer times move on really fast. And I don't have that much to say right now, so over to studio.
I think we're maybe going back.
Yes. Åh, det är lugnt. Vad roligt.
Here we have Team Enervit with K.J. Danielsson and Erik Strand.
And they are Colting
Chasing
is
by Colting and Jesper
Antti
Svensson.
Antonov is
Yes.
coming. Oh my God! Everyone is just keeping it together.
And then we have Big Quick
5th team,
redovisning.
6th team here. 4th team is passing out now, Enervit, and of course Colting Coaching is drinking a lot of energy and fueling up. Marcus Hultgren is on their way. Team number 2, Big Quick redovisning, is then 4th, 5th and 6th team is now moving out from the Red Bull energy station, and this could be some tactics in this and not pushing it too hard in the beginning. I mean, Jonas Colting has done this race probably 5 or 6 times and won it 3 times, so he's now in 6th position, and that could be a nice move from him and not pushing it too hard in the beginning. So Jonas Colting is in 6th place, and before him Erik Strand and K.J. Danielsson looking really good, looking really strong. I didn't see that coming when they came out from the water the first time. They were actually struggling a little bit with their fins and stuff, but now they are in 4th position, and we also have Be Quick redovisning with Antti Antonov and Marcus Hultgren, which looked really strong, and I think they will actually move solid throughout this race, because these guys are fast. I mean, Marcus, he's a qualifier for Hawaii later this fall, and he will go there actually within just 2 weeks and get prepared for Ironman Hawaii. And Antti Antonov have also won this race, so they are now in 5th position, so that will be interesting to follow them. I think these guys are getting stronger and stronger as the race continues. Also interesting to see Erik Strand and K.J. Danielsson. K.J. Danielsson is an 8:20 Ironman guy, and he moves really smooth. I mean, he's a solid swimmer, he's a solid runner, and he can actually do this race pretty well. But he's a virgin on island-to-island race. So Erik Strand have done this before. He tried last year with Jonas Colting. He couldn't really make it then and pull out from the race actually. And he came back this year with K.J. Danielsson. So very interesting to see those that team Enervit is that. So 6 teams, if I counted right, have passed, and we will actually take a short break here and move over to you guys in the studio.
Thank
Yes,
you.
okay, so we have some corrections. K.J. Danielsson and Erik Strand is not wearing fins, so they were just swimming with they actually took off their shoes. And here we actually now have Guns and Dentists, the guys with fins, who I believe is the only team with fins that are in the lead, or not in the lead, but in the top 10. And they are dropping down now, and we know that they are not the strongest runners, so I haven't even put them on the top 5 list. So maybe they will be happy if they can do top 10 today. Also, we can say that Erik Strand did compete with Jonas Kolting last year, but it was Jonas Kolting who pulled out from the race, and they race in twos, so of course they have to pull out both of them.
Team number 7 and 8 coming into the energy station, and
in the front of the picture you see Öppethav and with the FES, Daniel Hansson and Johan Hasselmark, very experienced adventure racers, and I think they are the fastest runners in the field off trail. So
if they're in shape.
If they're in shape, yes, absolutely. And Johan Hasselmark, the guy to the left, also competed in the first ÖTILLÖ 2006 and did it to the finish line.
And well, we can question here team number 4, who is actually taking down their wetsuits this late during this run. I mean, they should have just taken it down right away instead of stopping now, because they're probably pretty warm already.
Number 5, Team Seglarhotellet Sandhamn, last year's 5th team with Staffan Björklund and Jonas Andersson.
And they won the qualifying race ÖTILLÖ Swimrun earlier this year, so absolutely good runners.
And you see the Finn guys, they carrying.
And
the
you
fins
can
on
see
the
the
back.
pace of the running that these two guys, Guns and Dentists, they are swimmers, not runners. And the teams that are gonna pick it up now are very good runners. So it will be some difference in positioning now when the race is getting into the 2nd hour and maybe soon the 3rd hour.
Here we have aquathlon.se, good swimmers with Fredrik Letzler, championship swimmer.
Yeah.
And they were on the ute swimrun, the ÖTILLÖ qualifier. I think they was the 4th team.
Mm.
And back to Jojje Borssén.
we have a team moving out from the energy station as one team is entering, and we'll try to get a small chat with someone here. How's it going?
Good.
Is that a good cinnamon bun?
Perfect. Best I ever had.
Fresh made today.
Nice. Thanks.
Is the water temperature cold?
No, not exactly. It's perfect. Really perfect. Quite cooling after the runs.
And now you have a 8-kilometer run. How do you prepare for that?
We're taking it easy, saving us for the second half.
Good job. Team number 24 moving out. Swimshop.se. Of course, Roger Sjösten and Stefano Prestinoni. I can't really pronounce that, but team number 24 moving out from the end station. And we are expecting, hopefully pretty soon, we're expecting the first mixed category team in here, which is brothers and sisters, if I remember right, Annika and Fredrik. Hopefully they will come pretty fast. Approximately 10 to 12 teams have passed. Last time we checked they were in 15th position, so they will probably head on in here to Redbull Sprint Prize pretty soon. So expecting first mixed team in a short while.
So we have the mixed team was 21st team at the last time checkpoint, and they were tight followed by the women's team, Papetias. They were on the 22nd spot at that time. So they might take a little while before we see the mixed and the first women's team, and it will be exciting to see if something has happened during this run or if they are still together.
Yes, and we see that all the top teams goes a lot faster than last year. It's almost around 10 minutes faster for all the the top 5-6 teams.
Yeah, and we don't know if they're just in very good shape or if it's because it's a little cooler. There's no sun and there's no wind, and the temperature is perfect. Or maybe they will have to pay for this later on in the race and get the cramp and maybe see the wall hit them.
And I think this is the first time that is real racing. A lot of teams.
Oh, there's stress up there.
Yes,
for sure. And it was amazing to see Björn Englund and Paul. They have been running super fast to catch up with the top team, because they had almost 2 minutes when we took the first time checkpoints, and now Nybroviken there were only 36 seconds. So they have been eating up the time difference between the number 1 and number 2 team. And we can also see that it's a whole minute down to Lelle Moberg and Magnus Olander, who won the race last year.
And then öppet hav med FJS strong runners catching up.
Yes.
And they have been on 2nd place 2010 and 3rd place 2011.
Yes.
And they have been racing, I think they have done 9:12 or something like that. So they're very fast because they swim quite slow. And we're back
16 passing through here. And they have a lot of cameramen or camera crew around them during the race as well, just getting used to the media around them. And here you can see they don't see a team in front of them, and there is no team chasing after them. It's Team Aptum with Johan Larsson and Olof Häggström, who just saw, and they're actually 15, almost 16 minutes behind the first team. So I think that the top 10 is pretty much the teams within 11 minutes from the leader, and there might be some differences there. Of course, it can be a lot of changes.
And Team Aptum was on 3rd place on Swimrun, and they qualified for this race.
Yes.
And here we have team number 7. I think
it looks like they
Team
have
Septec Filter. They haven't raced ÖTILLÖ before.
It looks like they have a higher speed than Team Aptum. So we will see if this number 7 actually will catch up to Team 16. I think so. It looks like they're a little fresher.
And remember that the first team we have been seeing that it's they're very good athletes, and now we see what can you say, the very good amateur athletes. Remember that ÖTILLÖ is a quite hard race, and you have to be just to get around the course. You have to be quite good.
Yes. So we're going to the 3rd hour now. It's not even 8 o'clock, but the race started at 5:55, and it's 7:55 now. So 2 hours. These teams that are coming in now, I think I saw Per Berg and his partner coming in too. I wonder if they are satisfied with the position, or if they're hoping to do some real climbing in the result list now when they go into more of running, because they are not the best of swimmers. They are pretty good runners, decent runners.
This is the sprint prize, but it also the first cutoff, and it's 1 hour and 4 minutes until Mikael Lemmel will close this station.
9 o'clock was the...
9 o'clock is the cutoff time.
Per Berg is giving us a wave, looking like he has a lot of energy, which he should after only 2 hours. So
Per Berg was, together with Lars Ekman, was in 2nd place 2011. So he know how to run this race.
And both of these guys in team number 34 are from Marinbasen and Amfibieregementet, so they are army boys defending our country if someone wants to mess with us. It's great to see that they had good energy left. They also had a team in front of them. Team 82 was from Marine Femkamp. So this race is pretty common in front of the army.
Here we have the first mixed team. It's Fredrik Elmander and Annika, and those guys were the winners of ÖTILLÖ Swimrun mixed this year. So they
must have been doing a pretty good run here, because I think they were a little bit behind. No, I thought they were going to be a.
They had been.
Oh, here we go.
Had made a good run here.
Yeah.
Because I think they were after brother and sister
here, which is Team
freshwater.
Fredan and Ankan. Fredrik Selmered and Annika Eriksson is right here in the first big energy station, and they are moving fast through the station, and I didn't really see that happen, and where that we have also a second team which is whose names are Fredrik and Annika in the second place in the mixed category. So there's actually two teams that are pretty, and here they are, the second mixed team and also the first women's team coming through the energy station. So we have Team Brother and Sister, which is the second mixed team, and last year's winner of ÖTILLÖ. Just a quick comment. How is it feeling?
Not so good, but it's okay.
Good job, great job. And we didn't get a chance to talk with the first women's team, but they are moving very fast, number 105. And of course, that's a solid team. Just gonna get my papers in order and check out who they are. I think they are mother and daughter, actually. Of course, Puppy T.
Let's see. So
first women team.
Yeah, and they are still together with the Team Brothers and Sister, and we have two mixed teams together there. But then we have Team Fredan and Ankan, who are the first mixed team, who has been in front of Annika and Fredrik, also the Team Brothers and Sister, the whole time. We have just not been paying attention, but now we are updated, and they are on the 16th place, the first mixed team, and they have been there for a little while. So it's the chase team that are Team and Brother and Sister Freshwater that are the last year's winners. And it's great for Charlotte and Bibben to be the first women's team.
Yes, and we had got some questions here about the line between some of the teams, or the zip cord. No, it's not a zip cord. It's a elastic band, and that's it's from adventure racing from the beginning. Is to help a partner that's a little more weak than yourself. So you can have it so you can push your partner on the runs and on the swims. And it's more and more usual here on ÖTILLÖ.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more common.
Yes.
Especially between mixed teams, where the guy usually pulls the girl on the run, and maybe even in the water. So we have how many teams have passed the Redbull Sprint Prize? We're up to 25 teams now. And it's miles and miles for miles that we see now in the picture. Team 72.
We see Team 19. He has small fins.
That's right.
That's right. and this is here we have pictures from south of ÖTILLÖ, which is an island south of Runmarö, and this is the swim from ÖTILLÖ to Munkö. It's around 320 meters, and then you will arrive at Munkö. I think we will see Munkö very soon here.
I can also just update the leaderboard a little bit. I know it was in the picture not too long ago, but team head swimming with Björn Englund and Paul Krakak, the Canadian guy, is now in the lead by 44 seconds. So we know that they have been running like I don't know what.
Yes, but
like if there's no tomorrow.
Are they racing too hard?
I don't think. Well, maybe Paul is. I don't think Björn is. I just think that this will stress Rasmus and Simon, who is racing without fluid and liquid. I don't know how much you can actually take in during these energy stations, because yeah, it's
yes. And here is Team Puppy TS with Henrik Roström and Mattias, which is my old team partner. Over to Joje Borssén.
Puppy TS Team Malaco, and I think we have someone who wants to say hello to you guys in the studio here.
Okay, the camera over there. Okay, I do this in English for you, sure. Hi, this is my boy now, the dude.
You want to say something?
I hope you enjoyed the time in the studio. We're having a good race now. Never mind what he's saying. 2015.
Yes.
He'll understand.
That's great. Great to hear. Boys are in a good mood, and the third team in the mixed category is coming in. It's coming in here, and of course it's team name.
Bisnode.
Bisnode. Great. You're in third position. How's it feeling?
Good. It's quite calm. The swimming is perfect.
Yeah.
We like it rough, but this works. And anyway.
Well, you have a pole position to defend, so you better get going. In third position, Team Bisnode is moving out from the energy station, looking really strong. They will now run, and as you can see,
Go Romania! Go, go, go!
It's a small crowd coming in, and people are refueling. And this is
59.
Number 59. How's it going?
You're going fine, thanks. Perfect, excellent.
You have a special drink there?
Yes, cornstarch. You can generation. Let's go.
Yes. Number 32 also moving in, so we're probably around 25-30 teams, somewhere around there. I can't really say. But as you can see, people are wearing camelbacks, and people are attached to lines, and they will probably hook up with each other now when the run starts. 8.7 kilometers of running on gravel road, and as the time goes by a little bit further down this road, they will also have some trails. Number 15, team number 15, which is Via Coskenterra, Finnish team, and with this Finnish team I will leave it over to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Joje.
Yes, a secret message from my former team partner.
Yes.
We'll see what happens with the Team Puppy TS, Team Malaco. And
we can just update the leaderboard a little bit too.
Yes.
The Enervit team has come in on third place, so I must say that Erik Strand and Koji Danielsson is doing a pretty good job running, and then we have Colting coaching on the fourth place. But as we can see, the time is pulling away for the beneficial team head swimmers.
yes,
The one who is pulling away from the rest of the team. Well, I mean, it's a little bit of a gap between the second and third place too, right now.
and right now they're running on Munkö, which is off-trail running, very, very rough. So I think Paul and Björn will keep up their lead.
Yes, and the third mixed team that Joya talked to was Erika Rosenbaum and her partner, and she's a little bit of a television profile, we have to say.
Yes.
It's great to see that they had a lot of energy and are doing very well in their racing.
And here you see the map with most of the teams at Runmarö going down south Runmarö on Storen and Ristelön, and you see the island of Munkö where the top teams are running right now, and right after Munkö there is a 1,000 meter swim to Käckskär. So it's the second swim over 1K, because we had the first one with 1.6. So there has been a lot of running right now. And here we see pictures from Risselö, south of Risselö, and that is the end of
you can see the terrain, what it's like to run out in here. I mean, it's pretty different from doing the road running. The thighs and the knees are getting some job or some work done, and you get you get tired in your thigh muscles, and if you don't have fluid and energy in your body, this is where the cramp will start to build up, and later on it will maybe ruin your day.
And at this point you have been running for
it's not even 3 hours, so most of the top teams are, I think they're just fine.
Yeah, and ÖTILLÖ is all about moving, and if we see, maybe we will later on see when the teams get in and out of the water, and there's a lot of seconds to win.
Yes,
you can have a lot of time winning to get fast in and out of the water.
Yes,
and we had the first ladies team together with the second mixed team.
Yes,
was it right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's very interesting to see if they can keep up the pace. And I wonder where the last year's ladies winners are. And this is pictures from still from cutoff 1, and it's 50 minutes left until Mikkel Emmel will close cutoff 1, and the competitors that hasn't reached to cutoff 1 before 9 o'clock will abandon the race.
But as we can see, most of the people who are, or the teams that are passing by here are happy, and they have a lot of time left till the cutoff. So I don't think anyone here is struggling just yet. And if you are struggling right here, you will have a very hard day in front of you. But usually you're fine up till 4 or 5 hours, and that's really when the race starts, the
Yes.
real race starts. That's when you have to start working with your head as well.
Yes, and now it's they have been racing for 2 hours and 50 minutes, and they still have energy in their bodies,
Mm-hmm.
or almost, and they fill up right now. But it will be harder and harder as the race goes on, and
you see some stretching, some moving around. You get a little bit stiff even if you're moving the whole time. The cold water stiffens you up, and running
running in the wetsuit is
it's hard
it's
for
quite
your
tough also.
Yes.
And you are always
Oh, here
wet
I think we have
when you
the
run.
first women's team coming in. No, the second women's team. The last year's winners are coming in. We were trying to see where they are, but they are easy to see with their pink bib. But they are pretty far behind today. But I think they're happy. They're very positive girls, and they're just running through it. I think maybe they are carrying fluids and gels and stuff, so they are eating a little bit the whole time.
Make a little. I thought the guy was talking to them, but it's only film.
Yeah, he's filming. I think that these girls are used to Ironman, so I think they know their pace.
Yes, they know their pace. You're always wet when you do ÖTILLÖ, and it's running in wet shoes and running in your wetsuit. But I think there's no problem to run in the wet shoes.
No, usually. Well, I mean, the top teams usually choose shoes that don't collect the water, that actually drains them out pretty fast as soon as you get up, and then the
You
other
just
teams,
have to get used to it.
yes, and the water will separate from the shoes eventually, especially on this long run. I don't think that these shoes, when they come to this point, it's not a problem.
No.
Maybe it's just right when you get up of the water. I think it's more hard when you actually do the swimming that they get a little bit heavy, but shoes don't sink. So, and then everyone is using the pull buoy, so
Yes.
they have some fleet help.
And almost all the runners or the swim runners use light trail shoes. Here's pictures from
And the teams should be coming from above, right? Coming down
Yes.
to the water. So
and you see the red, blue and yellow ribbon that marks
I
the
think
course.
we have something
Here
moving
we
up
have
there.
now we can take a look on
And there are two teams together, so that's exciting.
yes.
Maybe it's 3 teams.
Yes.
So I don't know if this is the leaders or if the leaders already been passing this point.
That's Lelle Moberg and you see Team Livskvalitet by Ika Hagsäter, Lelle Moberg and Magnus Olander with the yellow bibs.
How long is the swim, Anders? Do you know? Do you have the
I think it's
meters?
320 meters.
Mm.
So this is our leading the 3 top teams right now.
And then we have to say that maybe it's Team Enervit. The team number 6 must have done a super run because they were over 5 minutes behind at the last checkpoint. So they must have picked it up a notch.
So this is a 320 meter swim to Munkö.
And these boys must be Team Team Nybroviken, because they're pretty good swimmers, right?
Yes.
I think so. And you can see it's a little bit of
It's
waves in the
yes.
water, so it's not completely easy. But it's a short swim, so it shouldn't be a problem, especially not for these swimmers, if they don't get off course.
And Munkö, which is the island they will arrive to, is real rough running, mostly off trail, and it's 2.4 Ks, and after that they have a 1K swimming.
Maybe it's the team with Lelle Moberg, and it must be Lelle Moberg and Magnus Olander who is the top 3 there, and I don't have them on the leaderboard, so I think that something might have happened with their time chip or the tracking device, because they should be right up there. So it's probably a team head swimmer, Team Nybroviken, and Team Livskvalitet by Hagsätra.
Yeah.
Who is yeah. That makes more sense.
Now they get up on the island. And you see the safety boats. I think the organization has 20 safety boats to look after the swimmers.
It's hard to move a camera in a boat when it's wavy in the water.
Yes.
So, but it's exciting. 3 teams in the top. Nothing is settled yet. And here we have Enervit. We see the orange little thing on KJ Danielsson's back. They don't take off their shoes at every swimming, but
they will they do it on the longer swims? Maybe?
Yes, probably.
Yes.
That's what they will do. And then they have paddles.
I think this team can be very good in the end of the race.
I hope so. If they feel strong and if they put some energy into the body, they will definitely be strong towards the end. And after Enervit, we should have a Colting coaching with Jonas Colting and Jesper Svensson. They shouldn't be too far behind if they're not getting tired or something is happening with them. But they were maybe about 1 minute behind them last time. And then after Colting coaching, we have Be Quick redovisning with Antti Antonov and Marcus Hultgren.
Next team down in the water for swim to Munke, and this is it Colting or is it
It should be
Colting,
Colting,
yes.
but I'm not completely sure because I know Antti Antonov is a great runner.
Yes. Jonas Colting and Jesper Svensson, and Jonas Colting is a 3-time winner of ÖTILLÖ and has been on the start line for every ÖTILLÖ since it all started.
And he's always changing team partner.
Yes.
So he is a good profile and character for this race.
And I know he says that he loves the race as much as he hates the race.
Yeah, and next year he will do the mixed team. No,
Yeah.
probably not. I don't know if he would compete with a woman, but I think that he should try it sometime.
And it's 320 meters of open water swimming to Munke, and there is 2.4 k's of off-trail running.
And that will be very interesting for Öppet Hav med FJS, the adventure team, Daniel Hansson and Johan Hasselmark. They are not supposed to be that far behind these guys, Colting's coaching. So it will be very exciting to see if they have some, if they can make a better position after the off-trail running.
Yes, and Johan and Daniel had a great battle with Jonas Colting and Jonas' partner Gordo Byrne back in 2010.
Yes,
when
it was very exciting.
They, I think they're
very close to beating
yes,
them.
It was only 1 minute or something.
Mm.
And remember that Jonas and Daniel, the team Öppet Hav med FJS, this year they ranked as number 4 in the world in adventure racing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're quite good, and the more running, the faster they go.
Yes,
but they're quite
and the less road, the faster they go.
Yes, and they say themselves that they're very lousy swimmers.
Yes. But that's the thing with this race, ÖTILLÖ. You don't really have to be that great of a swimmer, because as long as you can put on the pull buoy or the paddles and all the different equipment you can use, as long as you carry it with you, you will be fine. You know, so I've seen some pretty poor swimmers doing great results in ÖTILLÖ, and of course they are good runners. Then you can't be bad at both. That won't be that much fun.
And this is pictures from cutoff 1. Is 37 minutes left until this cutoff will be closed, and the team arrives.
78 teams has passed this point now, so we're hoping for at least 100 teams to pass this.
Yes, and here we have a ladies team, 101.
Yeah.
Looks good. They're having fun.
Yeah. Doing great job.
And you see the what is now the usual swim run equipment with the modified wetsuits, the pool buoy, the hand paddles. Most of the teams use compression on the calves. And there's trail shoes. The map is up. You see most of the teams are running at Runmarö, and right now we have the top men teams at the middle of Munkö, I think. And this is a whole new sport, swim running. 2006 ÖTILLÖ started the official way. And right now in Sweden we have 7 or 8 swim run races where you swim and you run over islands and swimming between them. So it's a growing sport, and ÖTILLÖ is the biggest, or I won't say the biggest. It's the longest and hardest of these races, and what you say, the mother of all other swim run races,
the world championship,
and the world championship of swim run races.
Yeah.
Over to our man on the ground, Joey Borssén.
Have passed in the Redbull Sprint Prize here on Runmarö, and I think we just need a comment here. How's it going?
Great.
You having a good day?
Excellent day. This is awesome.
Feeling fresh?
Yeah, really. It's just 2.5 hours, so I feel excellent.
What's the strategy now with this run?
Just take it easy. It's not as warm as I had feared, so this feels great.
Perfect temperature?
Yeah, I would say so. Excellent weather. Excellent everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll move on here in the crowd. Just getting a small hi. How's it going?
It's going great, Julia.
Yeah. And having a banana here?
Banana's great.
Any Red Bull?
Yeah, sure.
Of course. And how's the legs feeling?
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was a little bit worried about my shoulders from swimming. I did a long competition a couple of weeks ago, but it feels great.
Great. Good work. You look fresh. So here we actually have the Lanto sisters, fellow colleagues of mine. Sophie, how's it going?
Well, keep on moving all the time. What do you say?
I think we have a top 5 position here in the women's category.
Sounds fun. Yeah. Let's keep on moving. Yeah.
Great job, girls. And of course, teams are moving in here all the time, coming and feeling fresh. We have one guy over here that just, he's so happy to be out in the archipelago today, so we really need to say hi to him. Hi.
Hi, Oya.
How's it going?
Really good.
Yeah?
Really good swimming.
Last time I saw you, you were with a microphone.
Yeah, that's in Kalmar. And you were racing, yeah?
I was racing. Team number 49, and we also have a women's team here, number 113, in the energy station. And team number 113, Team Trollhättans SOK Triathlon, Eva-Lotte Elefant and Anneli Hilmersson. is here in the energy station. Just gonna try to get a word from them. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. Very well, yeah.
Who's the strongest girl here?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, he at the swim and me running. Yeah. We have this between us, and I in the front in the swim, and Eva-Lotte in the running, of course. Yeah.
That's perfect. So now she will drag you on the 8-kilometer run?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's great. You look great. Great work. And
thank you very much.
Welcome to Red Bull Sprint Prize here on Runmarö. I think we need to get kind of moving here, or should we keep talking? That's my question. But here we have another team. How's it going?
Oh, it's great. Really enjoying it. The water's fantastic, nice and cool. And so far, no sun, just what we need.
First time in Sweden?
Second time. I did it 2 years ago in a female team. This time with my boyfriend. So we're not very fast, but we're enjoying it.
Australia?
England.
England?
Oh, yes.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We'll let you off this time.
And is she strong?
Oh, she's good today. Yeah. Later on, she'll be pulling me along.
So you'll not be pulling her?
No. I'm waiting for later on, and then she can do all the work.
Great. You look great. Great work. Thanks very much. And I leave you with those comments over to the studio.
Thanks, Joje.
There's a lot of changing here in the leading head swimmer going head to head with Team Nybroviken, and they're just changing spots all the time. But I think that I think that Lelle Moberg and Magnus Olander are right up there with them, but we don't get their times. But I don't know why that is. But I'm pretty sure there are 3 teams battling up there right now.
And Joje was at cut-off 1 talking to all the athletes, and he talked to Lanto sisters, where Sophie Lanto last year competed in mixed class, and she's back this year with her younger sister. And I know they're quite experienced Ironman racers. They have done 7 Ironmans each.
We'll see how good they feel about each other after this race, if the little sister is mad at the big sister.
I think that's quite common among the swim runners here today, the amateur swim runners, that they have done some longer runnings or Ironman races, and then this is the ultimate challenge.
Yes.
To race here at ÖTILLÖ. And well, I talked before about Swimrun, that it's exploding here in Sweden, and I know that next year maybe we will have a Swimrun race in Europe. Michael Lammel has told me. So we see what happens. Then we see more and more national teams.
Yeah, where in Europe would that be?
I think it will be in the middle of Europe.
Okay.
Yes.
So Germany or France or Austria or Switzerland?
I think it will be in France.
Okay.
Yes. And here's the map. We can make a walk through the whole course. Start at Sandhamn, and then we have 3 big islands, Runmarö, and then we have Nämndö and Ornö, and the finish line is here where we are on the island of Utö. It's 65 km of running and 10 km of open water swimming.
And today they have a great wind coming from the back, and it wasn't that strong, Mikael Lammel said, but I think that the weather is perfect today for a new course record. The weather forecast, if you looked at it a couple of days ago, it looked a little bit rougher. So I know that some teams were worried about the weather and how cold it was going to be, but it looks like it was just became the perfect day to do some great results here. So we will see if they actually go down under 9 hours in the men's category, and if they will make it under 11 hours in the mixed and women's.
Yes, and the top teams are now heading for the second sprint prize, which is a nature sprint prize at Nämndö. I think there will be at Nämndö in maybe 30 minutes or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe something like that.
Probably around the time that the first cutoff closes.
Yes.
For the little slower teams.
Yes, and there are several other sprint prize or stage prizes on the course. Here is from cutoff 1. It's 27 minutes left. I think most of the teams that here has no problems with going to this cutoff before 9 hour.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
No, they shouldn't have a problem with that. If they do, they will definitely have a problem with the rest of the race. So it's not bad to maybe take them off the course in that case. But I also think that a lot of teams that are passing through here now will meet some obstacles on the long run.
Yes.
When they come down, maybe in hour 6 or 7.
Yes.
They will start the long run, and you will have a completely different body at that hour than you have at this hour.
Yes. And when you reach cutoff 1, you have almost 3 Ks of swimming in your body and 6.5 K of running. So you have done almost 1/3 of the swimming, and you have done 1/10 of the running. So if you're late here, maybe it's because you're a bad swimmer, but then you have to be a good runner if you're arriving late to this cutoff to make it to the next one. We
Okay,
have the
so I get
leaderboard.
some, yeah, and I get some. This is very disturbing because I don't really get it. Why team number one, would have position number 6, and it's showing a green arrow, which means that you're actually climbing in the results list, and that couldn't be true. And if they're 10 minutes behind, they must have made a wrong turn or something have happened to them. Because I'm pretty sure they're right up there with the top 3 teams. But we will see if we get some pictures from the course later on where we have team number 1. Right now we have a great climb by Öppethav med FJS. I think that they are actually pushing through pretty nicely here and showing off their running skills.
Yes, because this part of the course is a lot of trail running and off-trail running. So, and that's very good for Johan and Daniel.
Could be a little harder for Jonas Kolting,
Yes.
who is pretty used to the road running.
On the map, it's Nämndö, and the runners will be on Nämndö. I think it will be for maybe half an hour, something like that.
How long is the run? Do we have the
Nämndö run?
Yes.
It's 8.3 Ks. It's the one of the longest runs, and then we have a very long run on Orne later in the race. And now it's time to take a break.
Yes.
Yes, and we will be back 8:45 in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
See you.